The development of YouTube has provided us with a wonderful means of accessing digital media, and despite the efforts of Major League Baseball to keep their content off of it, there are a lot of videos that are definitely worth watching. It's possible to spend hours upon hours of surfing the internet in order to take it all in. Whether it's a kid with too much time on his hands performing some trick shots, a manager going on an animated tirade, or a player in spring training pulling off a prank to the highest degree of perfection, one can spend hours upon hours doing so. The challenges presented by Major League Baseball sometimes makes it difficult to keep these recordings available at times, but the following videos have received a significant amount of attention in recent years. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at the most viral moments in MLB history. Yeah, you heard it right. Tim Hudson becomes a murderer. Sort of. I suppose it's not all that shocking to assume that starting pitchers are often among the greatest pranksters in baseball given the amount of spare time they have on their hands. However, if I were the bullpen coach for the Atlanta Braves, Eddie Perez, I would figure up a method to get even with Tim Hudson. Delmon Young tosses a bat towards umpire. Delmon Young has a whole new set of problems to deal with after being arrested last week, but that wasn't the first conflict involving the former #1 overall choice. Once he threw a bat at an official during a minor league game, which resulted in his receiving a 50-game suspension from the league. Sausagegate. After taking a swing at one of the running sausages that raced during the 7th inning stretch at Miller Park a few years back, Randall Simon found himself in the middle of a disagreement involving sausages in Milwaukee. Kelly Johnson's walk-up music. The fans are often kept in the dark about the many practical jokes that are played in the clubhouses and throughout the spring training. However, every once in a while, fans get the fortunate opportunity to laugh at the hilarity that these circumstances present. When Arizona Diamondbacks infielder Kelly Johnson stepped up to bat, he was surprised to find that his at-bat theme song had been altered to "It's Raining Men." This was the situation in this particular instance. Izzy Alcantara kicks catcher, charges mound. Regarding this video, which depicts the infamous kicking incident involving Izzy Alcantara, there is not a whole lot that can be said about it. It is absolutely incomprehensible that any player could ever entertain the notion that engaging in behavior of this nature could ever lead to favorable outcomes under any circumstances. Foul ball causes a commotion. It is not all that uncommon to see a ball tossed into the stands to wind up in the wrong hands. Because there are so many hands grabbing for it, you can't expect it to work out every time. However, it does not usually become a national story like it did in Texas when this young fan was on the receiving end of a ball that was coming his way. Fan gives ball to daughter, then loses it. When leaving the stadium, every spectator harbors a secret desire to be able to take a ball with them as a memento, and a parent's highest aspiration is to be able to give the ball to his or her child as a gift. Unfortunately for this man, his daughter was paying a bit too much attention to the game, and she mimicked the behavior of the players on the field by throwing the ball as soon as she got hold of it. This caused her father a great deal of frustration. Billy Ray Rojo Johnson. The baseball career of Venezuelan pitching star Billy Ray Rojo Johnson was extremely brief in the United States since he only made one appearance with the Rock Round Express. In fact, he only threw one pitch for them during that appearance. However, he could be onto something with the substitution of a plastic bag filled with beer for the Rosen bag that was located behind the pitcher's mound. The blind kid throws perfect for his pitch. When it comes to garnering attention on YouTube, comedic videos typically take precedence over motivational ones. However, it is difficult to overlook the footage of this youngster who, despite being blind, was able to throw a perfect strike over the plate before an NLDS game last year. Kyle Kendrick gets traded to Japan. There isn't much more to say about this situation other than the fact that this has got to be one of the best pranks in the history of baseball. The manager of the Phillies, Charlie Manuel, does a fantastic job of acting and convinces Kyle Kendrick that he's on the verge of being released from the team. The sensation of being traded is not likely to be a pleasant one, especially if you believe that you'll be moving to the opposite side of the world. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so that you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.